you to the previous game, I realized that I forget to mention two things where you can use this activity. One is to explaining the property rights. As you know, one of the first things I told you in the beginning was that all the items belong to you and no one can steal it from you. So the property rights are really important in this activity, because if someone will come and if someone will try just to grab your items, then the overall satisfaction will never go up. You know, that will happen. What we have talked in the first part about the stealing, that it does not cover the needs of the people. The second thing, which I didn't mention, is a rule of law, where if there are institutions which are not being able to cover this rule of law, who are not here to protect their property, for example, then again this activity might go to a different direction. If you will have students, that mainly happens with the male students in Slovakia and Czech Republic, that sometimes they try to like adopt or take over someone else's property, and then you have to act as the rule of law. The teacher is there for making the process working. We will continue, but I'm still thinking how to manage it, because back to the game. During the lunch, as my Georgian language is very good, so I understand that you have the fears of the cost, the high cost for this activity. As I mentioned before, don't be afraid of that. It might not be that high. Ask the students to bring some items. If each student brings something, then you have a big portion of things which might be traded. Then I get recognized a question focused on if you have 8 classes or 10 classes in a year, then how to do that. The perfect thing is you don't need to play with everyone. Sometimes the students must deserve the play, the activity. Sometimes you can play only with the best class you are teaching, you know, with the best students. So they will get the recognition. Okay, we did some extra effort. We were super on the exams. We were doing, and you will come to the lecture, and it will completely like change their behavior. How do you behave them or during the lecture? And that might be only the one class. Then there is something, word of mouth, where the other students will ask, okay, why you are not playing with us? That you can use as a good teacher. Okay, let's see, this is a goal for your class for the coming 3 months. If you will increase your marks, if you will be better, if you will be better on testing, then we can change something. You don't have to play these activities. Lasha was asking me about if it is possible to create the full curriculum based on activities, based on simulations, based on games. The answer is no. Activities and simulations are always add-ons to the theory. So you can explain the basic principles, but you cannot teach them the whole economics just with using of the games. From the seminars I've underwent when I was trying to learn these things, there was always recommendations that if you will play 5 to sorry, excuse me. That when you play 5 to 6 times or 7 times during a year, that's enough to get the attention of the people, of the students. Otherwise, if you will play too often with them, then they will just ask for more and more games, because they see, okay, this is not learning, this is not teaching what we are, this is not the teaching activity, this is just the play. So there is the level of inflation, or the information about inflation. It will definitely inflate the values or the activities by itself. So don't overtake with actions. You still and forever will stay teachers. This is only an add-on to that regular work do you do. So I hope that's all what I have gotten during the lunch from you, from the questions. If you have any, really just feel free to ask, but prefer English or Russian because I don't understand Georgian and I have to someone just to listen, to be there, the agent of mine, and to provide me the information. So, are you ready for another game or another activity? Really?
Yeah.
Me not. After the lunch, it will be tough, but we will continue in this very active things. We will try to focus on role of institution in the market economy. We will try to focus on a real business right now. I will make some of you pretty rich businessmen, and some of you producers. This activity it's called In the Chips. Maybe you know, someone was telling me that he was studying geography. I think it is you.
Me too.
Oh, so it's geography. All these activities which we play are excellent because you can use them on different subjects. You know, you can use, for example, this In the Chips also on the geography, just because you can start the lessons with information about computer chips. I don't know how many of you have ever seen a computer chip. That's a small, tiny, basically black thing with. It looks like a spider, but women are not afraid of that. I know what I'm talking. Chips. You can use that lesson for geography, while you will discuss with the students where are the chips being produced, for example. You know, then you can use chips, computer chips. Then you can use, for example, this activity for history class. Not go to the very far far history, but computer chips crisis was here. How many? 2-3 years ago, I guess. Somewhere during the COVID. Somewhere in Taiwan. There is one company called, I don't know the name right now. I do not remember. As I said, I'm really old. I do not remember things. And this is the #1 producer of computer chips in the world. And you can find the chips already in cars, you can find the chips in kettles, you can find plenty of chips in the mobile phones. Basically, your mobile phone is a much advanced device than was your first computer. And I'm pretty sure that it's almost comparable in the performance review to your current laptop or to the current computer you are using. And this is the small tiny device, which is basically somewhere here is a big computer chip. The crisis in the chips, which started over the COVID, has brought several problems in the world. There was a big shortage of computer chips. The car producers were like, you know, Slovakia is at this moment the #1 country in completed cars per capita. We are 5.5 million of citizens in Slovakia, and we have a Volkswagen factory, which is producing the most expensive cars like Touareg, Porsche Cayenne, and I don't know the others. Now there is a electrical up. We have a Kia factory, so all the Kias with the wheel on the in Slovakia. We have a.
Yes, it's good.
It's not good.
Like it.
It's not good. It's not good. We can talk about if it is good or not. But so we have Kia. We have this big British Jaguar Land Rover factory right now. We have in Trnava, and there's a Peugeot. And there was a new announcement, just factories for producing cars. And I'm not ready yet. The latest announcement was done just I think 3 months ago. 3 months ago. Cars. No, cars. We are having 5 factories which are producing cars, and we have a big industry about the automotive where the suppliers for these cars. So, and the last investment announced has been Volvo, which is building a big factory in Slovakia. So I don't know where we will find the employees for that, but
Full industry or ingredient for car?
no, there is nothing comes, and there is a car on the outside of the factory. So we are creating all the cars. So per capita, there is no other country in the world which is having more cars produced per capita than Slovakia does. It's not good. It's not good just because of we are very dependent on this automotive industry. So any problems, the Chinese do decide that they won't buy that many Land Rovers, and we have a problem in Slovakia. The Germans won't get a new Porsche every second year, so we have a problem in Slovakia.
So you have to diversify your.
Yes. So we had been in the past more focused on electromechanical industry. Right now we have moved completely to this automotive, and it's not good. But back to the chips. So you can use it for geography, and you can also use it for economy. I will now divide you into 2 groups. We can use like this 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So starting here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. Perfect. This activity yes, this is it. This activity will be based on few things. It is quite difficult to explain, so please take care what I will talk to. Each of you will receive something like this. It is a scorecard. There is written transaction price on card, transaction price, gain, loss, or profit. Number ones. Who are number ones? You will become buyers. Each of you will receive a card, okay, based on a random decision. I won't prefer anyone. And there is written, you are authorized to buy 1 box of computer chips. Pay as little as possible. Yeah. If you pay more than 8, it's dollars, per box, you lose money. Don't reveal the price, so don't show that price to your seller.
Not even teammates.
You are not in a teammate. You are just a team of buyers. You are not the teammates. You are just the buyers. Each one will receive a card. It's marked also on the other side with the blue.
Yes, simple buyer. One buyer, not team buyer.
No, simple. Everyone personally will buy a box of computer chips. There is the money you have for that. Number 2, you will become sellers. You will try to sell the box of the computer chips. It's written there, you're authorized to sell 1 box of computer chips for as much as possible, because you are trying to gain profit. If you accept less than the amount written there, you create loss for yourself. And again, not show the cards to the competitors, to the buyers, to the other sellers. You will act on the market. So you will be like people on a real market. You will try to find out the seller, you will find out the buyer. You have to interact between each other. Yeah. I don't know how this will end up because we have not enough people here, but I think it will work. Always, when you make a deal, so you agree on the price, please do the price roundings to 50 cents. You know, like if you agree on price 5.60, so this 5.50 will be the agreed price. And don't go into it's like 5 or 5.50, 4 or 4.50, nothing between. That's the second rule. And so when you will make a contract, you will come. Katya, will you help me, please? Okay, just you can sit here. You will come to this charming lady, Katya, and you can take a new card. Buyers always a buyer, seller always a seller card. Yeah. So you came as a pair, as a match to myself, and told me, Martin, we did a contract for a price of around 7. And I will make a mark on the 7. You go to Katya, take a new card, new round for you, and you are starting to make a contract again. After each round, we will count. We will do some accounting. If there is something in the world that I hate much more than stupidity of humans, is accounting. You know, I'm completely anti-accounting person. And when I was doing my business, that was the worst part of my life, and I'm really bad in accounting. So I will try to explain the simple accounting afterwards. Any questions? Are you sure? Does anyone have a question? It will be surprisingly for me if no one has a question.
For now.
For now. So we will start and we will say, what should you do? So once again. Yeah.
We have one round or several?
Good question. You have several questions, several rounds. I will distribute this, please. Just some. Each one to eat to one.
So they are wondering about the returns here. Is the amount of money written here? Yeah, it's written here.
So we will be having 5 cards from the beginning?
No, you will have one card. Every one of you is, as I, this is the thing. No questions. You will have one card. You will have one card. You will receive one card for me. You read the numbers. You can write the price on the card here. So like for you got 4. So you put there the 4. What? So it's quite simple.
I think one you don't like because
I
financial guy for around 15 years. So here it's price and card. I understand.
Yes.
It's transaction price when we are billing and what the contract price will be. But gain or loss, it depending on the
Yes, definitely.
On this,
That's the accounting.
Either plus or minus here or
Yes.
or what you mean
Yes.
here? Either this number or the other one.
Profit?
Yeah.
No, it's the difference on the card. So profit will be for us interested only in the last round. So when you will have a gain, then you will they will put a plus 50. When you loss, you will have a minus 30.
So you just tick here.
Yes.
Okay. And the
No,
number
you can tick, you can write down the number. We will at the end just count the profit at the very end.
So in the profit we will have either.
Yes, if for example in the transaction 1 you will gain profit or you will gain $1. Yeah, so it will be 1 here. Your overall profit will be 1. In the next round, you will get a loss of 50, so the profit will be altogether.
So it's cumulative.
Yeah, it is cumulative. So, any other questions to this? Are you sure?
In one round, it is possible to trade multiple times, right?
In one round, yes, you can do multiple. Always you make a contract, you come to Katya, take a new card and start from the beginning.
In maximum in every round is 5.
And maximum of, no, you can do more, but you have to add it somewhere else. Okay. We will see how this will end up. So, buyers, raise your hands, please. Buyer, 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 buyer here. Who is the buyer? Who is number one? And here, and this please to the sellers. Okay, now when you have the cards, are there any additional questions needed or answers?
Do you have another card because I said loudly, right?
Well, that's your problem. No. It was written there that don't inform the others. That's the last sentence there. But maybe they didn't hear you. Or maybe they didn't hear you. They definitely didn't hear you, so not a problem. We have another player, yeah? But then we need one more because we have more. You are playing too, yeah? Okay. Buyer. If buyer. Yeah. Okay. The stock exchange, the market on computer chips is opening. Will be closed again in 5 minutes. Go try to find the business. When you make a contract, come to me, tell me the number, one of these, go to Katya, grab a new card, start again. Repeat and repeat and repeat.
I have profit 5.
So you have to come to me.
I have profit 5. I have 11.
7.5.
There, Katya will give you a new card and
Martin, what I say you?
probably yes. Probably yes. How much?
4.50.
Please, take a new card. You cannot choose. You can take it.
We are getting new one.
Yeah, you give the.
Just for the
5.
So this was price on my card, this was transaction price, and
So you get loss.
loss is this.
No, you're a buyer.
Yes.
Okay, so it's here. It's for 350. 450. 450.
And loss is the same.
And I sell 7.5.
Yeah, so you have a gain of 0.5.
0.5 of
Again, okay.
4.5.
4?
Yeah, and a half.
Okay.
So, if you are making one purchase, right?
Yes. One, and then you can a new card and start from beginning.
Same everywhere.
No. You were a buyer. You have a price on cars, so you are a rich buyer. You were well. You did a good job, so you have a profit. So here is 450.
So I don't have any loss.
No, you don't have.
So we did a second deal. 6.
Stop here. Tell me the number. Go there.
7.5.
To me, if you have a transaction, just you did the transaction or not? Again, Coco?
5.50.
Okay.
How can I trade now?
Quite difficulty.
Wait, can I trade for more money and win money after next transaction?
I don't know.
Like, I hope for like.
Don't try to hack the system. You will see.
How important is it to change the card? Because you can take the same card, right?
No, you are always taking a new card.
What has been said? You can't
Okay, we have some problems here.
track, and you can if I have this card,
Stop for a while. Excuse me. We have some problems here. We have some problems here with the. 550. Okay. As I've expected, there will be some questions. They appeared. You make a transaction. You come to Katya. You take a new card. Buyers always a buyer's card. Sellers always a seller card. Always a new card. After each transaction.
okay, I have a deal with
One last question. Is it right? And there will be 4. So gain and profit.
Why here is 1? It's 4. No, it's 4. Okay, so it's 4.
And profit is also 4.
It's 4. Yeah.
Martin, I have to wait. I have one transaction at 6. Okay, and I did in
Okay.
We are here.
7. Okay.
Sorry, one question. When I have this profit, I can add.
We will have time for this profit counting.
We must summarize, summa.
Once we have enough time for that. We will do it after the round. So we have 2 minutes.
One more question. If I have this one, can I buy like more than this because I have profit, or it's just my maximum for this round?
It's your strategy. But I will prefer not to gain any losses. So try to sell for that price, buy for that price.
I'm trying, but there are not any sellers left, maybe.
There is always the good thing is that there is always. So you made a contract with whom? No. So why you were changing the card? Give the card back. Sorry. So you did the contract? With whom?
We don't have any sellers, maybe.
We have to have. They should be somewhere. There are some sitting. There is a seller who is sitting. You have a contract? For how much? For 5? No, this one. For 8?
8. One for 5, 2 for 8.
Okay. We are somehow decreasing the speed of the transactions. You have a contract for how much? How much? Tell me the 8, okay. Yes?
Я покупатель, а мы можем покупатели объединиться и купить одну карту по выгоде?
I will explain to you in the break. No.
Вот мы оба покупателя. Если мы два покупателя купим
No.
по...
No, only one. Okay. The round is closed.
Should I use this back?
For instance, I had card with 8 and I bought card with 10.
And you are a buyer.
Yeah, I was buying. Then
So you gain a loss of 2. Because you have paid more than you have.
no, I had 8.
And you bought a card for the price. On how much do you agree?
8.
So if it was 8, then you have a profit of 2. No, then it's a 0 because you have bought for the money you have.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it.
Okay.
So the seller has a loss of 2.
Yes.
And you are on a 0 because
This I wanted to tell you. So then
we will come to that right now.
This is our...
Someone is. Yes, please take your seats. All unannounced. Keep your cards. Keep. Okay. Okay, please go to your seats. That was a little bit tough, but все закрыто, все закрыто.
Okay. Okay.
Keep your card as a good thing for you. Okay, we have had some questions. We will now do a small accounting lesson. When you have a card, you are a buyer. On your card has been written that, for example, 8. You bought for 8. Your loss or your profit is 0 because you didn't save any money or you didn't borrow any money. If you are a buyer and on your card has been 8 and you have made a contract, for example, at 6, you gain a loss of 2 because you had to you gain a profit. Sorry, you gain a profit of 2. Profit of 2. Sorry. I was my mount is slower than my mind. You have a profit of 2 because you saved some money. If you were a buyer, then on your card was written 6. You have you're a seller. On your card has been 6. Stop. Okay. When you were a seller, card on your card, number on your card has been 6. You sold for 8. Your profit was 2. When you were a seller, you sold for 4. Your loss was 2. So this is very simple. Okay. Was a little bit tough. Has there been any confusions about this activity yet? No. Nope. Okay. Who was the most successful seller? Who is gaining an overall profit, the highest one? One. Total. Okay. In total. Okay. 3. I will check that. But from the sellers. So this one was like you always gain a 1 or?
Yeah, I know, but
I'm buyer and my profit 4.
Present card, transaction price. Yeah, 4. Okay, we have a buyer whose profit is 4 overall. Is there someone more successful?
Buyer or seller?
That was a buyer.
I have 8.5.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Is everything correct?
I don't know. Yet.
Just what I wrote.
No, you are right. Okay, 8.5. 8.5. Perfect. I will check into my endless. Sellers. Seller. Yeah, 13. 11, transaction price 6, okay. And you were a buyer?
Is it right?
Is it? Where's the chocolate? Congrats. Okay. What about? It is right. Basically, she did 2 transactions, very good one. Okay, now, sellers. What about the sellers? How? You were seller. Okay. 8. 8. Does any seller have more? Congratulations. Was there anyone who didn't make any transactions? So it was someone. It has been someone. So you have no transaction with no one.
No.
Why?
It's more expensive.
Okay, don't show it to me. Oh, I don't see it. Is your card? Okay. Who did the most? I see 4 transactions here. Anyone has more transactions? 4. Okay, so 4. That's why you see 4. Okay. Any buyer who didn't make any transaction? No, buyers were more successful than sellers. Okay, perfect. Maybe I will ask our successful you're a seller.
Me, I'm seller.
Okay, so now I'm completely lost.
I'm seller and I did 4 transactions.
Oh, okay, so you are already on fill. Okay, we only were filling the. This is a good example. You know how the startup instructions are important. We are only in the first transaction round.
Okay. I will change.
So it's fine. We have another one if you need paper. Okay, sellers. Why have you been so successful? Probably you have gotten many cars with a higher number.
It was expensive.
My card was 10 and the second card was 11 and I cannot sell.
Okay, what kind of information, what kind of market information has this activity shown us until now? What kind of information? That the spread of the costs of the app of the chips is from 8 to 450. That is quite wide. Now we had equal chance. So look, equilibrium. The highest amount of transaction has been done on the 6. So when we will try to not this one. Can anyone draw this supply and demand curve here based on our transaction list?
What was the question, sorry?
Can you draw the supply and demand curve based on the transactions we have already? With it? Yeah, sure. Please. I don't need to do anything. Yeah.
How many person?
No, this. If we can, here is some results. So we know that the prices went from 8 to 450. So we know the price. We know the amount of the transactions. We just need to make the cross here. Yes, this is it. It's quite simple.
Well, actually, he must draw like price and number of items.
Yes, you do, or you don't. I will show you. Very simple.
Even I was confused how to do it.
Yeah, it's quite simple. We now know that we went from 8 to 2 and on the price. So here we are. So it's something like this.
You mean like
Abstract.
Oh, okay. Because we were saying in a particular.
I know that was the goal. So I need to end up somewhere here, and then when we go here, so it was like no, it should be somewhere here because the 6 has been to equilibrium. So that was the first round. Now we will play another round. Another chocolate is prepared for the most successful. Probably some of you already asked me a question that what happens while I am having such a big price on my card or such a low money if I am a buyer. As you have seen, maybe the answer is the number of the transactions. Maybe you are a lucky one in the next round, so you will get a better card in the next round. So now please try to increase the amount of transactions, but please keep in mind that you don't want to gain a big loss, okay? So when you have 11, don't sell for 1 because that won't help. No. Still not, still not. 15 seconds still.
I don't have it because
So take one. So take one. Oh hey.
can buy your card, right?
Yes, if you are a buyer, then a buyer card. Just give him a card, a fresh one.
Everybody should change now.
No, no, they can change. Okay, it's a fresh start. So. But, and feel free to shuffle the cards and give him the back.
Can you repeat what?
Yes, you are a buyer, so you have a lot of money. You have $11 to buy in that box. Go to try find someone. So for you, the optimum is to buy for less than anything.
But what's the difference between this and previous round?
Try to increase the amount of transactions, you know. But for you, it is you can do it very good. Thank you. Okay. 650. Okay. $850. No, 8. 8 or 850?
7.
We're done for 7.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's a new one or there's the old one? There's the new one or there's the old one? $950. Come on, you're ruining my game.
We are for 6. არა, აქ დაწერა რაც კარტაზე დაწერა. და მე გამოვაწერე.
You made a contract?
აუ, გამყიდველები არა ვინახავ.
გამყიდველი ვარ. ვა, 6. ვა. Gain is
7 with whom? Nope, sorry.
We are done for 8.
ჩემი სად არის? ერთიანეთი წერება. აი.
It's 7.
Κάρτε μου ήταν.
We are done for 6.
You have a transaction? For how much, Pata?
I can more.
You can do it. Okay, 1 minute.
აუ გავგიდე.
For 8? 8?
და მე სრაშობი.
So how much?
გავგიდო ვის უნდა გავგიდე.
ეხლა
Just put it here. You want more chocolates?
I have.
Okay.
8.5. Yeah, 8.5.
Okay. 20 seconds.
I have 5 transactions.
20 seconds. Please complete your transactions. The market is closed. Stop. Stop. Everyone is keeping his. Hey. Oh, okay.
Keep your card.
Keep your cards.
Keep your card.
Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. It's over. The trading is over. Okay. Do the necessary counting. No, it's too late. It's closed. Okay. There are still ongoing projects. Okay. I will take my. Okay, so how has this felt to you? How did it felt in this round? Was better than the previous one? Why? Why it was better than the previous one? You are, so you have increased the amount of transactions, yes? what that led on our scorecard here. So what was the outcome when you see? First, the spread of the prices is smaller. You know, we went from 8 to 450. Right now we are 6 to 850. There is one outlier, 950. So this is a good thing. The prices went more real. You know, they are more real, and they do cover the reality better. When you can see, the unintended consequence is that the prices were a little bit higher by 1, but the overall number of transactions has increased to, it almost doubled compared to the first round. Was in this round someone who didn't make any transaction, who didn't make any contract? Probably no. Was here someone who was like heavy investor, risky investor, made a lot of transaction and gained a big loss? No, you are very good. You are excellent. My last students in Slovakia have gained. That's a profit or loss?
No loss.
No loss.
And you are a seller. Okay. Perfect. You have a loss?
Yes.
Why? Should we reward her for her loss? There is a coffee. 3 + 1. Okay. Okay. What about the sellers? How were you successful in this round?
She.
Hold on. 8.
12. 15.
Only in this round, yeah? Like here? Or all together with this? Round 2, I guess. Where did it start?
5, 6.
Okay. So 12.50. Does anyone have more?
I have.
As a seller?
6 round,
6
12, 50.
transactions and 14 profit.
12 and half. 12 and
14.
Roundy nam daj mi.
Eksi round.
You're very welcome. Buyers. Who was the most successful buyer?
18.
18?
6 transactions, 18.
6.
Okay. Okay, please. 18 is quite an impressive number. What happened to the prices on our in our chart? What happened? What did happen compared to the first round? Where did were there any shifts in the curves? Were there any shifts? Did we have we moved somewhere? Yes, it went that way to here, to 7. It's a quite easy explanation. Yeah? Would you like to play more? I can change the directions, and it will be even more interesting. Who is if we will play 2 more rounds, 2 shorter rounds, but it will be who is for that?
3.
3 rounds? No. Only 2 rounds we will play. There are another 2 rounds. First one, please. I will ask sellers. Sellers, raise your hands, please. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. All of the 2s are not active on the market. Please give me your cards. Okay, I need the cards from the.
2?
Yeah, if you were 2, I need your card.
I'm a buyer.
You are a buyer. You were 1 or you were 2?
1.
So you were 2. Now in this round, when I was doing it right now. Okay, perfect. Now, we have limited. Whose?
Sailor.
Oh, you are another. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now, we have changed the conditions on the market. There is less sellers, so more buyers. What will happen? We will see. The round is open now. 5 minutes for you. Those who are not having cards as a sellers, they are not acting.
Those two don't play this game, right?
No, yeah, they are not playing. You don't play now. They are sitting. The buyers are the same. The sellers are divided by 2. Yeah.
We are done.
For 7, yeah? You have a deal?
Yeah, we had 11.
For how much? 11? Don't bring businessmen's print, please, here. Like. I should avoid the businessmen from this activity.
We go to China. China have our products.
Well, we cannot go. We are here.
We cannot go. In the world, in Slovakia, that products, we go to China.
Yes, but one producer in the world for this. How much? How much? 10. Wow. Oh. Buyers, you look a little bit stressed somehow.
Really going twice. I had one transaction.
There is one seller even there in the very end. Maybe he may sell something. That one in the green shirt. No, he's a buyer, but there is a seller who is sitting and no one is attacking him. Oh, you're a seller.
But they have that money.
Okay, yes, there is much noise and not much buzz right now, so maybe we can stop in 30 seconds. It doesn't look like you are dealing a lot.
I must have your chocolate. Why?
I will give you one.
Say me, he is seller.
Yeah, you give me
And
that.
you,
Yeah,
and
I will
must
give.
you the chocolate.
I will get my commission from that. Yes,
For help me.
that's fine.
I'm sorry, it's right?
That's fine.
Is it right?
Okay. We don't need to push that any further. Please take your seats, leave your cards, or keep your cards. Keep it. Look what happened. The same amount of time. The same amount of time. Limited number of transactions. No one of the buyers was able to find a seller who was willing to sell very cheap. Because you realize how this competition works, you know? There were a limited number of sellers, big numbers of customers who wanted that product. Look, where we are. The spread goes from 11 to 7. It's not about outliers here. Like, there's a regular and real contracts done by a perfect businessman, mainly. Was here someone who makes a loss in this round from the buyers? No, nope, no one make a loss.
I can't sell my product.
You can sell because you have a very high price, probably. Okay, so you see that the prices went up. So this is a real impact of limited number of sellers on the market. You have lost. What should we have here for some losers? Okay, I have another one. Okay, anyone from the sellers with the biggest profit? 7.5. Anyone from the sellers with the higher profit? On that market. You're increasing your investment. Okay. Last round, absolutely the final round here. Can I get 4 cards? Yellow. Seller number who does not have a card is here. 2. There is a 2. You can play with us too. Here was someone who doesn't have a card, please. And here was someone who doesn't have a card. I think it has been you, yeah? Okay, now, buyers, raise your hand, please. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I will take this one. How many buyers do we have? Buyers with a card. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I am without.
With card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, enough. I will give this to my friend. Okay, final round, the same. Try to make as many transactions as possible. Come to me here. Perfect. Yes.
შვიდი რა.
ეს ნახევარი. კაი ჰაუსი ხალხა წამოდი აჰა 7.
You made a transfer for 5. You make a transaction for 5. This one is for 5. Wow.
750.
So with whom you did the contract?
Me and
Okay.
And now me and Tatia რამდენად შევდივით
850. She told me.
This one. This and this.
Yeah, she told me. She told me already.
Okay.
I have so low, I'm not even trying.
Maximum არის შენი 5. ეს როგორ იცი? მიიყიდის 5 და ავტომატურად გადახვალ ახალეთად. 5 ნახევარი.
Another 7.
You are ruining my game.
Tatia. აიღე ახლა ეს. აიღე
Nugzami Shreddy.
550. 550.
ანა 6 ბოლოა.
Me and Tatia.
შვიდად მყიდი, შვიდად
6 და ბოლო.
6.
4 ის უნდა.
6.
გავიდე.
შვიდად მყიდი. გავიდე ნახევარფასში. 7.
რა წიდი მე?
Okay, last minute.
შვიდად მყიდი.
4 ის უნდა 4.
Another 7.
5. ავტომატური პატალონს ვამბობ.
5.
ხასერა.
გამაკოთა.
რამდენი? 7 მოსწონა. გამოიწვია.
Okay.
დაფიქსიან არავინ არის.
I already have. Okay, please. The market is closing in 30 seconds. Let me know the final transactions and please then give your cards to Katia.
Are they keeping their card?
No, give it to you.
გოგო ვიზარჩა გასაყიდე.
We are close. 5 and
ანუ ეს რომ მოგება და 5 ბალანსი, ესე იგი იქნება 4 წაგება, ხო? სხვანაირად არა. დაგებული. დაგებული. თუ დაგებული. ამის ხოლმე ის. ბალანსია 4.
So, is it over?
It's over.
I'm not sure if you market mice.
Someone, but it should be good somewhere there. Yeah, it's fine. It decreased the price. This one,
I mean, relatively 5%.
well, it's here. So. So, final words for this activity. Was excellent to see how active the sellers have been now when they need to get the attention of the customers. You were observing these 2 rounds, the last 2 rounds, when you have seen there were less customers on the market, you know, less sellers. There was almost silence here in the room, like everyone's, oh, okay, I don't need to sell, my price is high, buy it or leave it. Right now, when there is a situation different, and we have limited the number of buyers, you have seen the activity of... You have seen the activity...
Once again.
Okay. As we have a limited number of buyers in the market, you have seen, without any other information, what has happened. You know, the prices went down significantly. So for us as a customers, it's always beneficial when there are less limitation on the market, less limitation on the permissions for selling something or doing something else, what we have produced and to sell it to us. So it's quite easily to be shown a concept of something, what is called invisible hand of the market. I did nothing, you know, I was only acting as a regulator, trying to telling you how many sellers, how many buyers there are on the market. Everything else is written here in this chart. We can tell what is the price equilibrium when there is a limited amount of buyers. We can see what is the equilibrium when there is a limited amount of sellers. We can see what is the equilibrium when there is a equal state or the demand and the supply curves or the suppliers are equal. This is an excellent lesson. What kind of information does market provides to us? We, as in the first round or in the first game when Anna won her or has won her book. It was almost the same like now. I was trying to make an auction. I was trying to find the buyer for my product, but there was a limited amount of sellers. That was only me, Anna, and you all who participated in the auction were here. It was exactly this same situation. Any question to this activity? Any question how you can use it in your classroom? This activity is pretty cheap. You don't need much more than some printouts, and you don't even need those printouts. You can put it on a flip chart. You can put it on a chart. You can use data projector to promote or to project the score sheet for the students. So you don't need any other additional thing. The only thing you need are those cards, which are basically 6 printed A4s on a color printer, and that's all. That's all you need. Some treats for the winners. That's fine. But it's add-on. Who has the best result overall over all the rounds at the very end of the game? In total. In total.
I had 22 in the last round.
22 in the last round. Has anyone from the buyers more than Tatia has in the 22 in the last round?
No.
22. Now you understand why Tatia was so super rich in the previous game. 13. As you were a seller or you buyer? You were a seller. Please. Okay. So who is the overall winner of this activity?
My total score is 34.5.
Okay, 30.45. That's minus the losses, yeah?
Buyer.
Oh, you haven't gained any loss. You have only
No,
profit.
I don't have one.
Okay. Pata's total score is 34.5. Anyone is having more?
Samir jump shot.
Oh, I don't know. Have you seen Tata's reaction? I think me. But she's still counting.
25.
He is more. He is having more. Pata, you have 24.5. We have 24.5. 3
I'm buyer and total is 34.5.
Pata, here is it for you. Who was the worst in the activity? Who? Oh, really? Be happy. Okay. So, any question to this? As you can see, this is quite an easy game for playing, but quite tough for explaining the rules in the very beginning. I'm sure when you will play it for the first time with your students, you will be completely lost and they will be completely lost. So the preparation is fine, but you always can go back. You can stop and try to explain again and again the principles of this activity. You can use it for the supply and demand curve. You can use it for shifts in the supply or demand or where it goes. You can use this activity for explanation of the equilibrium. What does that mean? How it's created? You can use this activity also for, as I said, the information. What kind of market as a information source. So right now, you see from this chart as much information as we were being able to gather over 43 minutes of activity. So we know what are the price spreads, we know where the equilibriums, we know about the shifts in the supply and demand. So many interesting concepts which might be used at your lessons, and I'm pretty sure students love this activity. They love the first one more because they get more, but it was excellent to see your activity in the game, and I'm pretty happy that Anna is satisfied now. Is she?
Yeah.
Yes.
May I give you a practical example?
Yes, for sure.
Let me give you the practical example because it's, of course, it's a good game, but maybe I can do it.
It's your floor, it's yours.
Artu ისე ვიხსნით წინ, იყო ესეთი პრობლემა, რომ თურქული წარმოშობის წამლები იყო ძვირი. გახსოვთ? არა და ბევრი ჩიოდა, რომ იქ იაფია ჩვენთან რატოა, ან საერთოდ არ შეუებოდა, რომ შემოტანისუფლებას არ აძლევდნენ ლეგალურად. ხო, გახსოვთ ეგ ამბავი. შემდეგ რაღაც მომენტში მე მისნა თქვა, რომ აი ხომ ჩვენ ამ პრობლემას მოხსნით. და როგორ მოხსნა? და რა პრობლემა იყო? ესე იგი, საქართველოს კანონმდებლობა ვიღაცა მიიღო გადაწყვეტილება თურქული საწარმოო პროდუქცია, კონკრეტულად წამლები ამ შემთხვევაში არ შეიძლება რომ გაიყიდოს საქართველოში. ანუ რა შემთხვევა გვაქვს, როდესაც შეზღუდულია მოტოდება. ახსოვთ?
იმატებს მას.
ფასები წავიდა, იყო მაღალი. როგორც კი ეს სულელური შეზღუდვა მოხსნეს, რომ დახიეს რა ეს ფურცელი სადაც შეზღუდვა. ემეთი ხოლმე რა
ბაზარი
შეზღუდვა.
სიწვევს.
ვიღაცას გაუჩნდა ინტერესი რომ შემოიტანე. მე ეს გეტყვით ახლა. გადაეჩენს რეგულარულად ჭირდება რა წამალი და დაფინანსებით არის. ონკოლოგიური ეს არის რა პრობლემები აქვს და დაფინანსებით არის და ერთი და იგივე წამალი, რომელიც მანამდე ვთქვათ, რომ მომდიოდა SMS-ი ხო ეწერა იქ 4200 რაღაც ლარი ეწერა. ეხლა მომივიდა 550.
ეხლა განსხვავება. ანუ არის ბევრი ბაზარში შემო.
როგორ ჩანს ხო? მე ეხლა ახალი მომივიდა ეს რა არის. ჯერ არ ამიღია. იგივე წამალია თუ ეს სხვა შემცვლელია ჯერ არ ვიცი, მაგრამ ხო ფასი ხო განსხვავებული მომივიდა. შეიძლება უკვე ის რო ზურათ რო შემოქონდა, იმას ვიხდა აღარ ქონდა ადრე და დაუკლო, ხო? ამას იმიტომ გეუბნებით, რომ ეს არ არის მარტო თეორია და რაღაც ზაფარი და რაღაც. ჩვენ ცხოვრებაშიც ეგრე ხდება. ნებისმიერი შეზღუდვა ამცირებს მოწოდებას და ამცირებს იმ შანსს, რომ ჩვენ ვიყიდოთ რაღაც შედარებით ხელმისაწვდომი და პირიქით. პირიქითაც არის. ხა ნახეთ, მეორე ვთქვათ, როცა არ არის შეზღუდვა და აი მაშინ თუ არის ფასი მაღალი, ეს გამოწვევა არის. აქ არის ესეთი პრობლემა, როგორ ჩანს. როგორ ჩანს, არ არის საკმარისი ადამიანების რაოდენობა, რომელსაც უნარი აქვს ამ სერვისი მოგვაწოდოს ელემენტარულად. თუ არაფერი არ გიშლით, ხო? და არ არის, ესე იგი ვიღაცას უნარები არ ყოფნის ვერ გააკეთოს.
იწოდება.
და ხელოვნურად ვერ შეიძლება რა. მაგრამ არ უნდა შეუშალო იმას ჯერ კიდევ რაღაც უნარი რო არის, თუნდაც ვიღია, მაგრამ რაღაც ეგება და დაიხვეწს რა. ამიტომ აი მის მიმდინარე სიტუაციაში ჩვენ ყოველთვის უნდა ვეძებოთ პრობლემა. არის რეგულირება თუ არა? ფასი კი არ უნდა შეგვეშინოს, აი ფასი გაზრდილია და ისე ფასის რეგულირება კი არ უნდა დავიწყოთ, უნდა დავცოთ კითხვა. რატომ არის ფასი მაგარი? რამე ხელს ხო არ გვიშლის? საერთოდ ვინმეს ხელი ხო არ ეშლება რომ ამ ბაზარზე შემოვიდეს? რამე ის ხო არ არის რეგულირება დასახელი? აი ჯერ ამაზე უნდა გავცეთ პასუხი და თუ დავინახეთ რომ აქ პრობლემა არ არის, მაშინ უნდა ვთქვათ, ესე იგი ვიღაცას უნარები არ აქვს ელემენტარულად რომ ეს შემოგთავაზოს და მაშინ უნდა დავთქვათ, კი მე რა თუ ამ ხელა მოგების შანსია, იგი მე რატო არ გავცადო? ესაც შეხედეთ რა. აი ეგ არის ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი მომენტი და იმედია ეს ყველაფერიც ახლა გავიარეთ, ნათლად აჩვენებთ თქვენი პრაქტიკული გამოსვლა.
რამდენად ბევრი იფიქრებს მე უნდა ვცადო და ბევრი მოიტანს, ანუ იზრდება მიწოდება.
ხო, ახლა ბანდებით რაღაცაა.
წონასწორდება ის ფასი მე.
რაღაცა იცით თქვენ და მიხვდეთ რომ რამდენის მოტოდება იქნება გონიურული ამ
შემთხვევაში. ჩემო ხომ ნიორი მოიყვანა იცოდა რომ ბუძვირად გაიყიდება და მომწოდ 50 და.
დარჩო ვიცი ეგ ისტორია ტნორში იყო. მე მქონდა ეგ ტნორში ხო? ნოში იყო ეგეთი ისტორია, შეიძლება თქვენც იცით, ხო?
წინა წელს იყო 5 ლარი და
ხო. მოგეთ, ნოში იყო ზუსტად ეგეთი ისტორია, მე მომიყვა, სიფიყავი და მომიყვა რა. ესე იგი რა ხდებოდა? წინა წელს ვიღაცა მოსულა რუსეთიდან და დიდი რაოდენობით შეუძენია და წაუღია და ეს რო დაინახეს ფერმერებმა, ეთიგრეს რომ ავშენდეთო და აუღია ცეცხები და ყველა მოიყვანა ნიორი და მეორცესი ბაზი 2 ლარი არის. ყველა გაკოთნა.
იმიტომ რომ არა სისტემა, ინფორმაცია.
I give you some local practical examples.
That's perfect. I truly believe that you did. And I truly agree with you because you are always right. Okay. If you have any questions on me, no. When will be the break? Okay, so we should have a break.
Maybe 10 minutes.
Let's make 15 minutes because we will have 15. So we will start 10 to